can say about the incident. Many students erroneously believe that plagiarism can only occur by the intent to deceive. But if you use something else previously done in a class without appropriate citation, you are equally guilty.
I did take a Shakespeare class back at Groton, Professor Haviland, but I haven't used my teacher's interpretation in this paper. If you ask me, did he make me aware of the subtleties of the play, I'd have to say yes. But isn't that the point of education?
Woodson, do you happen to know of other scholarship which uses a Freudian interpretation of King Lear?
Yes, I do. Maynard Mack, in his lectures, King Lear in our time. But my conclusions are very different.
I wouldn't really equate yourself with Maynard Mack, Mr. Bull, who was a sterling professor at Yale.
Professor Jameson, you have already had your chance to speak at this meeting. Please continue, Mr. Bull.
The thesis of my paper is that Lear's expulsion of Cordelia in the first scene of the play is not a reaction to her refusal to what's eloquent on her love for him, like her other sisters. Nor is it evidence of what Professor Jameson referred to as the girlification of Cordelia. Rather, I believe that Lear's behavior is explained by his assumption that if he strips Cordelia out of her dowry, both her suitors, Burgundy and France, will reject her. Therefore, allowing Lear to possess the favorite daughter he is subconsciously in love with. However, when France accepts a penniless Cordelia and declares that she herself is a dowry, King Lear's plan is thwarted.
I object.
It is my conclusion, therefore, that Lear's wrath is the outcome of his sublimated desire.
I object. I object. King Lear is a tragedy, not a potboiler. It cannot be reduced to sublimated desire. And why does it always have to come down to Daddy? Daddy wants to sleep with his daughter. Daddy doesn't want to give his daughter a dowry. Daddy wants his daughter to stay around. If we allow this kind of behavior within these gates, then eventually they will proliferate outside of them. And this man's type of easygoing, insidious charm and amoral intelligence will continue to be rewarded with the most powerful positions in this country. That's why I need to be vigilant. I want to bang my hand on his head and tell him, I know what you are, goddammit. You are a walking red state. And if I can't bang the president on the head, or the vice president on the head, or bang both their heads together, then why can't I hold Woodson Bull III accountable? Ladies and gentlemen, members of this jury, I know there is something very, very wrong with the world we are living in. And the only way I see it is for me to change that is by proving that Woodson Bull III's paper is not original. And if I can't do that, if I can't exercise that power, then what is the point of my existence? In conclusion, to quote King Lear, nothing can come of nothing.
In conclusion, to quote King Lear, nothing can come of nothing. I did not buy this paper on the internet, and I did not copy it from any book. There is no published version of my paper. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I thank you for hearing my case, and I hope, to quote one of my favorite lines in King Lear, is that you will see it feelingly.